Here we are. It's gonna get noisy. There's the other motor. Ready? Go. Go, check it. It's on, it's still on. Look at that rod. Oh my God. Bro, you called it. Come on, bro. Come on, baby. Oh my God. Is this the one you were talking about?
Oh, no.
Is it a big boy?
He's strong. I don't know how big he is. He's got some head shake to him.
All right, guys. This is the shark that he said he was gonna put us on.
Oh, he's still on.
He's coming in on you. He's coming in. No? He came off? Brian, are you taking a piss, bro?
Huh?
You taking a piss? Dude, you had the perfect piss position.
Yeah, I already did it earlier when we were running.
All right. Guys, we're checking out to see if we can find some bait.
Yeah.
Anything so far? We got the Minn Kota. Hooking it up today, bro.
Love this thing.
This thing is gangster, bro. So look what he's got. He's there just driving everything. We're not too far from Here we are. It's gonna get noisy.
When I'm heading out to vacation on my yacht, there's one thing I leave behind that always leaves a bit of a hole in my heart. Walking out of the garage and knowing my luxury vehicles will be left behind, unused, not feeling the wind on their windshield, not feeling the rumble of asphalt flying out of their tires at 100+ miles an hour. Oh, it just makes me quite sad. But what if you could have everything that a luxury car has on the water? What if you didn't have to leave your Lamborghini or Bugatti in your garage, and you could instead sail a Bugatti through the crystal blue waters of the Mediterranean, or jet through the Caribbean on a Lamborghini with a drink in hand? Well, fortunately for us, you can. Today, we're going to take a look at some newly revealed yachts made by well-known luxury car brands. We'll explore the specs of the ships, check out their sleek looks, and compare them to the cars that they're designed after. Bugatti Nignette 66. That's right, this year, Bugatti announced they're creating their own luxury yacht. The Bugatti Nignette 66 is a collaboration between Bugatti. Just imagine a yacht that you never have to fuel. A yacht with furniture that can be made larger or smaller with just the touch of a button. A yacht with a futuristic spa where you can unwind as you sail across the 7 seas at record speed. Well, look no further than the Tesla Model Y yacht. A yacht concept that has been floating around since 2016 and has really picked up some recognition recently. Today, we'll take a look at this concept, the concept's designer, and Tesla's reaction to the yacht itself. Creating concept vehicles for Tesla isn't a new thing, and that's understandable. In just 11 years, Tesla managed to become the top electric car selling company in the world, eclipsing many well-established and trusted car and tech companies. On top of that,
A trip in one of the world's most expensive supercars is more than just a simple journey. It's an experience.
Trusted car and tech companies. On top of that, the car's futuristic appearances have ushered in a new era of automotive design that many brands have tried to replicate. Tesla bikes, Tesla hoverboards, And even Tesla planes have been concepts put forth by designers around the world. But few have garnered as much excitement as the Tesla Model Y yacht, which was designed and presented by Dhruv Prasad, a senior designer at Liquid Ink Design. When explaining his concept, he's commented that the Tesla Model Y yacht is all about exploration. And when you take a look at what the yacht has to offer, that's pretty easy to see. The yacht has an
Is technology or innovation only about developing new experiments? Or is it about how many brains one uses to create unique and mind-boggling things worldwide that no one has ever seen? Elon Musk is one of them. From battery-powered electric cars to an all-in-one humanoid bot, Tesla CEO Elon Musk is on the verge of revolutionizing the concept of innovation. And with the sudden unveiling of the new Tesla Hydrogen, the entire automobile market must be braced for a shift. Hydrogen cars are popular worldwide, and the next step toward evolution is speculated to overtake normal cars. What is the hydrogen car to be designed by Tesla? What is the potential they define, and how will it change everything? But first, let's dive into the video to know the details. Elon Musk surprised Twitter followers earlier with the announcement that, after years of skepticism, he will transition Tesla.
हेलो दोस्तों, अराउंड 20 साल पहले हम एक स्मार्टफोन की सिर्फ इमेजिनेशन करते थे, जो आज हमारी लाइफ स्टाइल का हिस्सा बन चुका है। तकरीबन 2 दशक पहले ऐसा कहा जाता था कि आने वाले समय में टेक्नोलॉजी काफ़ी तेज़ी से बढ़ेगी। टेक्नोलॉजी में हम इतने एडवांस हो जाएंगे कि हमारा सारा काम एक रोबोट करेगा। रोबोटिक्स ऐसा ही सेगमेंट है जिसका प्रेजेंट इमेजिनेशन से और फ्यूचर पॉसिबिलिटी से भरा हुआ है। आज हम बात करेंगे ऐसे ही 5 बेस्ट ह्यूमनॉइड रोबोट के बारे में जो लोगों के सपने को पॉसिबल करके दिखा रहे हैं। नंबर 1, टेस्ला रोबोट ऑप्टिमस। टेस्ला ने अपने एक इवेंट में टेस्ला का ह्यूमनॉइड रोबोट का प्रोमो दिखाया है। लॉन्च हुए टीजर में टेस्ला बॉट डांस करता हुआ नजर आ रहा है। वो बिल्कुल उसी अंदाज में डांस कर रहा है जैसे इंसान करते हैं। आइए जानते हैं इस रोबोट की कुछ खास बातें। एलोन मस्क ने टेस्ला आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस डे इवेंट में एक वर्किंग ऑप्टिमस प्रोटोटाइप अनवील किया है। टेस्ला का यह ह्यूमनॉइड रोबोट कैसा दिखता है, इसकी एक झलक।
The future is coming sooner than you think, and emerging technology will change our lives forever. In today's video, we'll be talking about 10 amazing concepts of the future. 10. Shiftwear. The Shiftwear sneakers allow you to change the design at intervals. All you need to do is open the app, draw out the design you want to see on the sneakers, and it will appear on a special flexible insert immediately. The creators claim that e-ink technology is used to do this. All components are protected from moisture so the sneakers can withstand machine washing. Kevlar fibers were added to the sole to make the sneakers charge while you walk. The sneakers also have built-in Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, an accelerometer, and a gyroscope. 9. Arduino Explorer Rover.
NGAD fighter enters development. The U.S. Air Force recently announced that the classified 6th generation fighter had entered the development stage, including the commencement of engineering and manufacturing work. The aircraft is the centerpiece of the NGAD program, which includes a fleet of drones flying alongside the fighter. Announcing the development, U.S. Air Force recently said that the fighter, considered the successor of the F-22, would feature new weapons and sensor systems. The U.S. Air Force, on August 19, awarded contracts worth around $4.9 billion to 5 companies for the prototype development of an adaptive engine for the service's 6th generation fighter jet, also called NGAD. Dubbed the Next Generation Adaptive Propulsion (NGAP) program, the 4.9.
Here's America's 6th generation fighter jet kept in secret. The race to build cutting-edge fighter jets continues with a vengeance. The world was shocked when last fall U.S. Air Force revealed it had designed, built, and tested a mysterious new fighter jet in the span of just 1 year to replace the leading F-22 and F-35. Beyond admitting the plane exists and uses F-1 style engineering, the Air Force has just dropped its most concrete clues about intriguing technologies to effectively kill Russian and Chinese competitors. We all have seen the flight demonstrator published an Instagram story for the Air Force's 73rd birthday featuring an unknown new aircraft. Remarkably, the U.S. Air Force continues to allude to the NGAD, but now on a totally new scale. The development is certain to shock the defense community, which last saw the first flight of an experimental fighter during the battle for the Joint Strike Fighter contract 20 years ago. With the Air Force's future fighter program still in its infancy, the rollout and successful first flight of a demonstrator was not expected for years. We've already built and flown a full-scale flight demonstrator in the real world, and we broke records in doing it, Will Roper told Defense News in an exclusive interview ahead of the Air Force Association's Air, Space, and Cyber Conference. We are ready to go and build the next-generation aircraft in a way that has never happened before. Almost every detail about the aircraft itself will remain a mystery due to the classification of the Next Generation Air Dominance Program, the Air Force's effort for fielding a family of connected air warfare systems that could include fighters.
Hello everyone, welcome to our channel Tech Defense. And this time, we will discuss about Repair U.S. Navy Destroyer, which might cost $108 billion, which will shock the world. BAE Systems' U.S. subsidiary has won a nearly $108 billion contract from the U.S. Navy to repair the guided missile destroyer USS Ross, a process that will take more than 500 days, according to a company news release issued Wednesday.
The U.S. Navy has been upgrading its destroyers for years, but now that the Trump administration has begun to rebuild the Navy to its former glory, the pace of construction is accelerating. Today, the Navy is building 8 brand new Arleigh Burke-class destroyers. The first
A substantial military budget and the presence of talented engineers have always allowed the United States to be the first to create advanced ships, setting new trends within the world of military shipbuilding. And in today's video, we will be examining one of these, the Independence-class coastal combat ship. The USS Independence is a class of littoral combat ships, LCS, designed for a variety of coastal missions, to include fighting against ground forces, reconnaissance, rescue missions, the delivery of troops, and even
Dassault chief highlights European 6th generation fighter could come 25 years behind US and China. Elaborating on the state of the Future Combat Air System, FCAS, 6th generation fighter program, CEO of French aerospace firm Dassault Eric Trappier gave strong indications that the aircraft would be several decades behind its leading-edge foreign competitors in entering service. The fighter program, currently being developed jointly by France, Germany, and Spain, and bringing multiple manufacturers under the leadership of Dassault and Airbus, is expected to replace the 4th generation Eurofighter and Rafale in the fleets of partner countries and be marketed for export.
Hello friends, ARC Military. The KF-21 Boramae fighter aircraft has now begun to be glimpsed by
Welcome to the Defense Military News Channel. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe to our channel.
Ayabang, ang mga Filipino fighter jet ay lalong hinahangaan dahil sa kanilang matalinong pandaraya.
Welcome to the Defense Military News Channel. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe to our channel.
Una sa Asia, bumili ang Pilipinas ng higanteng barkong pandigma na kumpleto sa Giant missiles. Seoul, ang Departamento ng Depensa ng Pilipinas ay nagbigay ng kontrata sa Hyundai Heavy Industries para magtayo ng 6,240 toneladang offshore patrol vessel. Inihayag ng kumpanya ng South Korea noong ika-27 ng Hunyo, gayon din ang isang kasunduan para sa pagpapanatili, pagkukumpuni at pag-overhaul ng 2 frigate na ginawa ng shipbuilder. Naunang inihatid, sa ilalim ng 744.9 bilyong won, US $573.80 milyon, na kontrata, ang Ulsan Shipyard ng HHI sa South Korea ay sinisingil sa paghahatid ng 6 na Wonhe vessel sa Philippine Navy pagsapit ng 2028. Magsusukat sila
by several countries for acquisition. One of the countries in Southeast Asia that has an interest in the KF-21 Boracay is the Philippines. KF-21 Boracay.
The target of 2040 is already missed, because we already stall, and the discussions of the next phase will surely also be long, he said, so we rather aim for the 2050s. While the ability of the relatively limited defense sectors of Europe to produce a 5th or 6th generation fighter independently had long been in question,
the transportation of goods and supplies. Due to their modular nature as well as the plug-and-play capabilities, LCSs are able to carry out the missions of small amphibious ships.
Capacity, advanced kill chains that extend over great distances, proliferation of complex threat emitters, command, control, communications, computers, intelligence, surveillance, reconnaissance, and targeting, C4ISR and T, networks and information warfare attacks. Preparing to face these threats, Navy Aviation is pursuing new advanced technologies such as radio frequency, RF, and infrared, IR, signature reduction technologies, enhanced passive and active kill chains, manned/unmanned teaming, MUMT, increased speed and range, long range, high capacity, and hypersonic weapons, decreased decision-making timelines, electromagnetic maneuver warfare, EMW, capabilities, cyber capabilities, advanced networks, and the new Ford-class aircraft carriers. The Ford-class CVNs are considered a revolutionary jump in carrier aviation and the future of large-deck, nuclear-powered aircraft carriers designed to fight and win over near-peer adversaries in GPC, and will serve as the cornerstone of a lethal, agile, resilient, and readily adaptable distributed maritime force required by the National Defense Strategy. The revolution of the carrier aviation will obviously be accompanied by deep changes to the Carrier Air Wing, CVW, which is the primary fighting element of the Carrier Strike Group, CSG. The air wing of the future will be increasingly lethal, survivable, networked, sustainable, and unmanned with autonomous capabilities, reads the document, with platforms able to deny and defeat air and surface-based threats in a coordinated multi-domain environment by employing kinetic and non-kinetic effects, delivering precision effects on any target with next-generation aircraft that will have greater range and speed. In fact, the CVW of the 2030s is described as a complementary mix of F-35.
As per many experts, Air Force is the most important arm of any armed forces in today's scenario. Talking about the wars that took place in the last few decades, we are based on the Type 87 towed 25mm twin anti-aircraft gun, introduced in the mid-1980s. Combined rate of fire is up to 3,200 RPM. Guns are reloaded via an automatic loading mechanism. The Type 95 can fire its guns accurately on the move. Vehicle also has a secondary role against ground targets and can engage light armored vehicles. The Type 95 SPOG also carries up to 4 QW2 short-range IR homing surface-to-air missiles. Air defense missiles are integrated for longer-range engagement. The QW2 are very similar to Russian Igla-1 shoulder-launched surface-to-air missiles. Armor of the Type 95 provides protection against small arms fire and artillery shell splinters. Gepard. The Gepard self-propelled anti-aircraft gun was developed in the 1960s as a private venture.
Military Update is presenting the 15 most modern main battle tanks currently in production or ready for series production to date. A list that excludes the light and medium tanks of the 25 to 35 ton class except one, the Argentinian TAM-2IP. To have a South American tank in the list. Other light and medium tanks would deserve to appear in this list as they became or become operational during these last years, the most recent one being the Turkish-Indonesian Kaplan Harimau medium tank. Concerning the issuing date, we have tried to consider the most plausible ones among those mentioned for prototypes and mass production. These may thus well give way to discussion. Here are the world's most advanced battle tanks of today's military technology. Challenger 2 Street Fighter, UK. Royal Tank Regiment of the British Army continues to improve combat readiness using the new version of the Challenger 2 main battle tank under the program Street Fighter. The main armament of the Challenger 2 MBT consists of a BAE Systems RO Defense 120mm rifle tank gun designated the L30A1. The turret incorporates second-generation Chobham armor, also called Dorchester, with a significant increase in protection against both KE and CE attacks. It can be also fitted with the explosive reactive armor, ERA package to the front of the hull. The Street Fighter MBT has undergone a number of modifications, upgrades that have included pattern camouflage, additional weaponry, and equipment that increases visibility. One of the new main features of the Challenger 2 Street Fighter is the integration of a launcher system mounted on the roof of the turret, able to fire a Brimstone anti-tank guided missile. It is also equipped with the Iron Vision system, allowing the crew to have a 360-degree view outside, from inside of the tank. Challenger 2 Black Knight, UK. The Challenger 2 Black Knight technology demonstrator is an upgraded version of the British Army Challenger 2 main battle tank launched by the company BAE Systems to bid for the tank's Life Extension Project, LEP. The Challenger 2 is the standard main battle tank in service with the British Army since 1994. The new version of the Challenger 2 features many new improvements, mainly mounted inside and outside the turret.
After the beginning of Russia's aggression against Ukraine, the whole world was roused. A host of countries immediately increased their military budgets. Germany was among the first.
The Army is working on a supergun with a 1,000-mile range that could potentially hit targets in the South China Sea from a gun pit on land, Army Secretary Mark Esper told reporters on Wednesday. You can imagine a scenario where the Navy feels that it cannot get into the South China Sea because of Chinese naval vessels, or whatever, Esper said during a media roundtable. We can, from a fixed location, on an island or some other place, engage enemy targets, naval targets, at great distances and maintain.
The M61 Vulcan is a Gatling gun on steroids. It isn't possible with the human eye to see a bullet as it leaves the muzzle of a gun. But in the case of the General Dynamics M61 20mm rotary cannon, it isn't just a single bullet that can't be seen, but literally hundreds each second. With a rate of fire that exceeds 6,600 rounds per minute, that's more than 100 rounds leaving the barrels each and every second. Electric considered the 19th century concept of utilizing multi-barrels instead. General Dynamics, which acquired the armament division of General Electric, currently produces the M61A1 and M61A2 improved versions, with the latter being 20% lighter and is meant for applications where weapon system weight reduction is.
How do you destroy a bunker made of concrete buried 50 feet underground, especially when it's never been done before? That was a challenge for the U.S. Air Force during Operation Desert Storm, as the Iraqis' intelligence and the command personnel were stationed inside concrete bunkers so deep underground that the U.S. and the rest of the coalition had no weapons to penetrate them. But in an unbelievable feat of ingenuity, engineering, and cooperation, the U.S. military designed, manufactured, and successfully deployed a weapon in less than 4 weeks, which left Saddam Hussein with no option but to surrender. And that weapon looked something like this.